Man, I've been wanting to talk about this for about a week now. And, you know, I'm a huge fan of Neill Blomkamp. I think he's one of those underrated directors. He's made Chappie, he's made Elysium, and District 9. I think the weakest of those is actually Elysium. Because when he made Elysium, that was supposed to be his grand opus. Uh, and I think that ever since then, he's been kind of trying to backtrack back, kind of like when when M. Night Shyamalan, when he got his big shot into prime time, and he kind of undersold himself with The Happening and a whole bunch of other shitty movies. But with Neill Blomkamp, he wanted to make Halo. They said no. He made District 9. He wanted to make RoboCop. They said no, and he made Chappie. And then he wanted to make Aliens, and now here we are with the Oats project. Now the first segment is called Nakka, and this one features Sigourney Weaver. It very much reminded me of the show Fallen Skies, or even War of the Worlds, where we are losing a war. They've taken over. They can read our minds, and we have to build these things that like get them out of our heads, and they're just like drilling and using us like laboratory rats in their like bases. And they when if we escape, we're all mangled, and we look like, mutants that with these black tar that like moves around it's so weird. It's such a weird segment. It's like the aliens look like cobra snakes with these big guns, and each segment is like 20 minutes. I don't know if they're all going to be connected. I don't know if this is like some kind of like, you know, like anthology of like weird shit. But like ultimately, I like Firebase a lot better. So Nakka was cool, but let's talk about Firebase. Firebase was crazy. Firebase is set in Firebase is set in the 1960s Vietnam War, and this dude stabbed like one of his own guys, and but like a freaking like alien thing like rips out of his skin, and like he starts hallucinating, and ultimately we get to a scene where this guy's like burnt and his skin's burnt, and it looks so real too. Like the goreness of it in the Firebase segment. It's like, like when they want to scare you about war, they're like war is hell, and they show you like that like Platoon and Apocalypse Now, where they're like, yeah, you don't want to be here. Like this is what this makes you feel, but throw in this alien emphasis over that, like Event Horizon, where it's like it's just a total mind fuck. The whole video, like I feel like I was tripping on acid when I watched it. Like I feel like I was like trapped in Vietnam, like Jacob's Ladder or something. It's just like totally insane. Like it, like if you feel like this, if you like Neill Blomkamp, just give this a chance. If you like crazy shit, like you got, I was like this, like if they make one of these two segments into full movies, I hope they go with Firebase, because I want to see the main dude is like this is like going after the main bad guy in this video, and that's where they end it. Like he's like they give him like the gear to face the bad guy, and you gotta check it out. Like if you haven't checked it out, like this was wild. This was a wild ride. Like you gotta see Firebase. Uh, Let me know what segment you like better. I like Firebase better. I want to see. Ultimately, I do want to see what happens. I would like to see full versions of both. but I definitely would like to see the conclusion of Firebase because, like I said, Neill Blomkamp, he he's one of my favorite directors. I think he's one of those directors that refused to play it safe. He refuses to just be like a Michael Mann or a Michael Bay, where they get handed a script and they tell him, make sure you don't offend anyone, don't make scenes too extreme. He's just like, I'm a director. I should be able to go as crazy as I want. You know, it's my vision. I mean, they used to let Scorsese and Francis Ford Coppola go as crazy as they wanted. I really think they're watering down directors. I think many directors these days could be crazy, but since they're contracted by Hollywood, they can't because they're they're um they're part of like a product. And Neil Blomkamp's not a product. He in Chappie, like he's a fan of Diane Warren, so he had them in the movie, like because he just likes them. He does what he wants, and that's what a director should be. He's if you have a vision, you shouldn't have to hold back. And Firebase does not hold back. All right, check it out. Peace out. Subscribe and like.